morning. My name is Monica Boyer. I'm a certified ketogenic lifestyle coach, and this morning I was getting ready for work and I was just thinking about the journey that I've been on the past year, and I was thinking about my story, and I was thinking about how many stories are out there. And I thought, I don't know if I've ever told you my story here with ketogenic keto mom coaching or not. So I just thought I would share with you my story and what brought me to the place of life transformation, and the fact that as a busy mom, as a wife, as someone who was working so hard to change things in the culture, that I just nearly missed my story, and I nearly missed the opportunity to live again. And so I wanted to talk to you about that. Maybe you're a mom who is at home with a bunch of little kiddos running around, and you're thinking, I'm just so tired of living this way. I'm so tired of feeling hopeless. I'm so tired of feeling like I'm doing the same thing over and over again, and I don't have results. I'm so tired of dieting. I'm just so tired. Maybe you're a grandma who, or maybe you're, let's go back a little bit more. Maybe you're in my stage of life where I have older children, and I have raised them. I've been so busy. I was that mom raising the kids, and I've come to a place in my life where the kids are getting ready to leave the nest, and what am I supposed to do with my life? What am I supposed to, what is next for me? And for me, there wasn't a lot that was next, because I was so unhealthy, and I was living in such a place of desperate hopelessness that for me, I had to physically change my lifestyle before I could continue, and before I could, release our kids into the world. So maybe you're a grandma. Maybe you're a grandma who says, you know what, I've gone through all of that. I've raised the kids. I have released them into the world, and now what's for me? Is my journey, of being needed, is that over? What do I do? And so I was thinking, as I was getting ready for work this morning, I was thinking about my journey, and I was so grateful for what I've been through. I was so grateful for the things that I've learned on this ketogenic lifestyle. I got overwhelmed with tears almost, because I remember my moment. And I am one who sincerely believes that to change your life, you can do any diet in the book, and you can lose weight, you can totally do that. But until you have your enough moment, until you have that moment of, wow, I have to do something. I have to do something now. Until you have that moment, when I call it the enough moment, then everything is just busyness. It's just doing the next thing. It's just following a list of instructions to do this so that I can do this. And to me, that's not permanent change. That's not a lifestyle transformation. And so I was thinking about my moment, and I don't know if I've told you about this or not. I know I've told my clients, but I don't talk about this a lot. I don't talk about it enough, because I'm embarrassed of where my life was. Because in 2017, it was June the 10th of 2017, I was at my lowest. Mentally wise, mental health wise, I was at my lowest. I was depressed. I was feeling hopeless. I was at my highest weight of 232 pounds, and I couldn't walk around the block, honestly, without being out of breath. I would walk down the steps of my house every morning, and my feet, the arches of my feet, would just ache. My joints were aching. I was hopeless. A friend jokes that she was on the couch drooling, and that was totally me. I would lay on the couch because there was no hope. I had tried every diet in the book twice. I had given thousands of dollars. I had gone to Weight Watchers. I tried Jenny Craig. I tried starving myself. I tried everything in the book, and there was nothing that would help me. And so June 11th came. June 11th for me was a memory that I will never forget. In fact, our pastor was talking about his life-changing experience health-wise a couple Sundays ago, and I literally checked out of the sermon because I remember, I closed my eyes and I remember the toast crumbs that were on the table during my enough moment. I remember feeling the table evidently had crumbs on it. I remember feeling that moment when my son, who was 20, he was 21 at the time, he's getting married this summer. My son says, "Mom, Andrea and I would love to go to Cedar Point with you and Dad. Wouldn't that be fun to spend the day together?" My goodness. I have teenagers, and you all know, if you're raising teenagers, you all know what that is. Not many times do your kids want to hang out with you. And here my son did. So while he was asking me to go to Cedar Point and asking my husband and I, while he was doing that, I was like, I pictured it in my head. You know those long lines at Cedar Point? If you've been there, you know what they are. 2-hour wait sometimes for these crazy rides. And I pictured myself in my current state, in my current unhealthy state. Guys, I was one doctor's visit away from blood pressure, lifetime blood pressure medicine. I was pre-diabetic. I had insulin resistance. I was a mess. I was a mess. So I pictured myself going through the line at Cedar Point. I pictured myself getting to the front of the line with a little high school kid saying to me, "Ma'am, I'm sorry, you can't ride this because you're too big." Now, I didn't tell my son that. I didn't tell him that. What I told him was we were too poor to afford a ticket, which in reality, I mean, be honest with me, those tickets are crazy expensive. But that wasn't the reason, because I would have given anything in the world to spend a day with him and my husband. That was my moment. The world stopped turning at that moment. Truly. That was my moment. That was June 11th. So June 12th came. June 12th. I'm so grateful for that day. Because that day I said, I'm done. Enough. I have the power to take control over my life again. On top of that, I have God, who I'm desperately seeking for help. I got off the couch that day. And I said, I'm done. I had heard about this ketogenic lifestyle. I'd heard really scary stuff about it. I had heard that the people just sit around and eat bacon all day and they can't have vegetables. I love vegetables. They can't have this, they can't have that. And I'd heard about it. But I also saw my friend, my precious friend from church. I saw her living it, and I saw the pounds falling off of her. So I'm like, Renee, I'm ready. So Renee took me through how you do the ketogenic lifestyle, and I'm so grateful for her. And I found some resources on the internet, and I did it blindly. It was hard. It was hard because I didn't know what I was doing. And so I blindly went through my ketogenic lifestyle, and it changed my life. And what I found was the first thing that happened to me, and I'm not saying this happens to everybody, but the first thing that happened to me was I lost that black cloud I carried over my head. I lost that. And I started to see clearly. I started to see the sunshine. It was like somebody took the curtain and opened it, and I could see the sunshine for the first time. That happened before the weight started to fall off. Weight loss is just a side effect of the ketogenic lifestyle. Did you know that? Just a side effect. The other things I started to experience, one morning I got up from bed, I was getting ready for work, and I went downstairs and I noticed my feet weren't hurting. Well, you know, that's a side effect of the ketogenic lifestyle as well. The inflammation in your body goes away and you start to feel no pain. I mean, that was incredible. In years I hadn't done that. So then the weight started to fall off. Slowly at first, and then, consistently I gave up the sugars. I did everything. I joke with my friend, she's a science nerd, and I tell her that to her face, Renee. But she would tell me why my weight was falling off. She would start to tell me, oh yeah, in the presence of insulin, you cannot lose weight. So the goal of the ketogenic lifestyle is to get your insulin down. I didn't know that. I didn't care. I just knew it was working. So I began to see the results happening. And it wasn't, I tell my clients right now, the little things you do each day will give you your after picture next year, okay? So I failed a lot during my journey. I did fail, but it was a failure of hope. Now, does that make sense? It was a failure of hope because what I was doing was working, and I would just correct it. If I fell off the horse, I would just get back on the horse the next day. The foods I was eating, the foods are incredible. Who gets to eat bacon? Who gets to eat healthy fats? Who gets to go through a lifestyle and not be starving all the time? Oh my word, you guys. I was grasping it, I was getting it, and the weight was falling off. So today is 2019. I have lost over 100 pounds. 100 pounds. And we have Great Danes in our house, and I joke about our 50-pound bags of dog food. So that's what I compare my lifestyle to, is 2 50-pound bags of Great Dane dog food is what I've lost. Some people call it a small horse. Some people call it a small human. That weight that was removed, like on the inside, even double that was removed. I got my life back. I got my hope back. So as I was going through my journey, as I was completing, I'm getting ready to go into maintenance mode. I'm starting to tone. I'm starting to enjoy that stuff. But it hit me how much and how deeply I want to bring hope to others. I want people to feel their enough moment. I want to walk with them. Just this morning, guys, just this morning, I got an email from some woman who said, my story was yours. I was that woman at the roller coaster. I was asked to leave. When I read her email this morning, my life froze. I knew it was possible. I knew it was possible that you could be kicked off a ride. And here, yeah, it was confirmed. And she had her enough moment. So I'm asking you today, I just want to give you hope. I just want to give you hope. Because without hope, you've got nothing. And I want to show you physically, my life shows that there's hope. I believe our bodies, our spirits, and our minds are connected. And when one is sick, they share each other's diseases. I went through a journey, guys. I went through a journey of spiritual transformation. I got my joy back. I went through an emotional transformation. The depression left, and I went through a physical transformation. And some of those are harder than others, but they all three connect. And I believe that each one of us is called to a mission in life. I believe we have a mission given to us by God. I'm a person of faith, and I don't hide it. In Keto Mom Coaching, I don't hide it for a minute, because I'm so thankful for the healing that God brought in my life. I was so thankful, and guys, you don't have to do this, but I was so thankful that I wanted to be reminded every single day of the healing that God brought to my life. And so I went and I had it permanently put on my wrist. I had it permanently put on there because I never want to forget what God did in my life. And so I want to bring you hope. Today's YouTube was just all about bringing hope, because there is hope. There is so much hope for you. You can do it. It's an easy, this keto lifestyle, you hear about it, you hear about all the things you have to give up. I'm telling you what, I wouldn't take one of those things I gave up back if you paid me to do it, because I feel whole again. I feel healthy again. So I want to encourage you, there's hope. If you'd like me to walk with you through your journey, I have several different programs that I do. I have a 7-week coaching session where we walk together for 7 weeks. There's a little bit of a learning curve on the ketogenic lifestyle, and I want to set you on the right path for success. I have a membership program through Facebook where I walk with you through that. I have a private coaching package that I offer. I have so many things that I can offer you to walk with you, but even more than that, I want you to know that there's hope. And I want you to know that if you decide to have your enough moment, when that moment hits you, I wasn't ready June The 10th, guys, I wasn't ready to change my life. June 11th had to happen for me before June 12th could. And June 12th is when I changed my life. So I want to encourage you today. God bless you. God bless you in your journey. If I can help you, please private message me. Subscribe to this YouTube channel where I will have videos periodically. Like my Facebook page. Follow me on Facebook. I would love to walk through you, and I would love to watch your transformation happen. God bless you guys.